day that I'm going to be going to a planning session for my cancer. I've arrived at the South Sacramento Cancer Center. Hello, I'm at the Cancer Society. It's called South Sacramento Cancer Facility for my radiation treatment. I have 9 done and 11 more to go. I'm very excited to get done. Well, I'll just kind of do a little...
Do you want us to take a picture of you on the table?
Yes.
How much do you want us to show you?
Well, you know.
We bring in more viewers.
Hello, Mom. This is Mama Ruth, and this is where I've been for 9 days. I have 11 more to go. It's my radiation machine. Thought I'd take you guys along. It looks like this. We are halfway done with radiation. Today is day 10 of 20. Hello and welcome to Mama Ruth's house. Obviously, we're not at Mama Ruth's house today. We are here. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know that I've been going through breast cancer. And so I'm trying to raise awareness by getting your mammograms, how important that is. And then just talk a little bit about what you can typically expect when you're going through radiation therapy for breast cancer. Just like maybe truths, myths, reality. And so we are here with Lori, who is a radiation therapist here, and there are several here, and they've all been wonderful, amazing. And so right now, today was my 15th treatment. I still have 5 more to go, and then I'm done. And so we are at Sacramento Cancer Center here in California. Like I said, we're talking to Lori. And then Lori, if you can just tell us a little bit about yourself and describe your background and how you kind of got into the field of radiation.
Sure. So I've been in the field of radiation now for about 36 years. I was also in X-ray, and in X-ray, patients always are asking you, is my leg broken? And you have to play dumb and say, you know, it's not supposed to be at 90 degrees. And so I'm a terrible liar. And so in radiation therapy, you have the ability to follow a patient through, at least through their treatment. And I feel like those kind of relationships are really important. A lot of times when people are going through this, their friends and family don't know what to say. The biggest fear is that they're going to say something wrong, and actually what they need to do is just say something. And I feel like when patients come to us, everybody here has cancer, has been through treatment or had surgery or chemo. So that's something that we all have in common, and you can kind of laugh. People always tell me when I tell them what I do for a living, they say, oh, it's so depressing. I'm like, I haven't had a depressed day yet. Don't get me wrong, I get sad when things happen to our patients, but every day I get to be in somebody's life and make that 15, 20 minutes worth of time something valuable and something that, you know, you're not hopefully hating to come in for.
Absolutely, and you covered my next question, so that was good. So what would you say is the most commonly asked questions regarding radiation therapy from the patients?
I think a lot of patients are worried about burns. Like, am I going to get burned? What's going to happen? One thing to keep in mind is that radiation, the field of radiation, has changed so much since I've been in the field. And we're really good about minimizing those burns, if you will. Those side effects are kind of important though, because we want to make sure that we get a really good dose to your skin. And so we're able to kind of balance that a little bit better. If you speak to somebody that had treatment even 5 years ago, it's totally different from then. So just know that everybody's different, and that fear shouldn't be a reason for you to come in. We can walk you through everything. we like to be upfront and tell you what's going to go on. And if you have any questions, most of us don't really, mind taking some time and sitting down with you.
Absolutely. They've been amazing. Anytime I have any questions or concerns. And I was thinking, I know when I came, I was kind of a little fearful the first time in 2018, which has changed a lot since then. Your guys' machines are amazing. What safety measures and that are critical when working with radiation, and how do you, ensure the patient and the staff is safe?
Well,
just a little bit about that.
Sure. So first of all, the staff stays safe by staying outside the room. We have a huge door, it shuts. We can't turn the machine on if the door's open. So we need to be outside that room. The amount of radiation that you get as a patient is really minimized. With the algorithms that we now have with all of the computer planning, it's very, very minimal. Plus, we don't actually have any actual sources of radiation. Our radiation is basically a amped up electrical system. It brings it up to the level that we need, and that's how we're giving dose. It's a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, but that's good enough for us, because that's what we're fearful of as patients. So how do you see the future of radiation technology evolving, and what opportunities do you anticipate?
Well, the field is always developing something. One of the things that we have here at CellStack is we have what we call a CRAD system. We've only had it for about 6 months now. And basically, it's a system so that when we're setting you up, it's a light system, and it allows us to be able to get you in the best position possible and minimize the amount of marks that we have on your skin. Even if you came to see us last year, or if you're on the opposite machine, you'll have some tape so that we know where our borders are. Now we're getting so that it's less invasive for patients to actually get in setup positions. So I feel like that's really good.
Awesome.
The technology that we have is even fine tuning. Like we treat within millimeters, so that's just going to continue on. And as far as for me, I've been in the field, as I said, for 36 years, and there's always something new coming out, and that keeps it interesting.
Awesome. We don't need that one. How do you handle stressful situations or emergencies that arise?
Calm. Be calm. That's the biggest thing. And just know that a stressful situation for one person may not be a stressful something for somebody else.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the time, the issue isn't actually what they're focusing on. You have a lot of stress at home. You have a lot of stress coming here, the kids, the family, and everything. And so a lot of times people are just really stressed about that, and it's a matter of just taking the time.
Absolutely. I know this time I have not had any anxiety at all.
Oh, good.
Last time, but I think it's because I'm doing the breath holding technique. So you hold your breath and then it does the radiation, and you're kind of a little bit in control of it. But before, I don't have anxiety usually, but it was fight or flight. I thought I needed to get off that table, that something was going to malfunction. I have not felt that at all. And I think it's because I'm focusing on the breathing. And so I don't even think about anything, and it's been really good. So if any of you have any issues, there's so much safety in place. Absolutely. That, it's not what you're thinking in your head.
and to also go on that, breath holds are basically for left-sided breaths because we want to move the heart away from the lung. And so if you're having right-sided breaths, don't be alarmed that you're not holding your breath, because there's no need to. And then the other thing too is sometimes things happen on the machine. The therapist will come in the room to do something. It's kind of like, I like to tell patients, there are so many safety valves on the machine, if you will, not actual valves, but little things that pop up. It's kind of like when you're in your car and you get the little tire light because the temperature's changed on the highway. Your car is still running perfectly fine. You just need to get your tires bumped up.
Yeah.
So if anything happens in here, we won't treat you if it's not a safe environment for you.
Perfect. Thank you. And what are some of the most rewarding aspects of being a radiation therapist?
Well, I think the most rewarding thing for me is on the last day when the patient says, I'm really going to miss you. I mean, because for me, that means I've done my job. You've come in, you had a pleasant experience, and you've gotten through the treatment, and hopefully you're feeling okay and positive, knowing that, we play a part in your care, and that, it is a positive experience for you.
Well, I have had an amazing, wonderful experience here at South Sacramento
That's
Center.
good to hear.
From the receptionist to the nurse to the therapists to the technicians, I mean, everything. I've just had a positive experience, and I want to thank them all. And the therapists that I've had is Lori, Teresa, James, and Kong, and they've been amazing. Every single one of them. They just all make me feel just at ease, and that they truly are taking care of me.
Most definitely.
Okay. I don't know why. Yay. So I get to go ring the bell, so follow me.
Okay.
Last day.
Wow. Amazing.
And I get to ring the bell.